That is not normal. This is my 2023 Harley Davidson CVO Road Glide with the stock 19-inch spoke wheels. When I picked this motorcycle up in Milwaukee during the 120th anniversary last year, I was told by someone, I don't remember who, that these spoke wheels are different and they don't require maintenance the way old traditional spoke wheels do. So I took them literally and assumed that they didn't require maintenance. But I have since learned different, because as you can see, one of my spokes is loose. Now, I think I know what happened when I was on my trip to Nova Scotia. We went through New York. I hit some potholes, probably several of them, and my wheel has a dent. A small dent, but it's a dent nonetheless. And now a spoke is loose, and a few other ones sound weird, as you saw in that demonstration that I did. The only reference in the owner's manual is on page 247 in the service recommendations. And so it lists two separate line items. The first one is the third one down. It says front wheel spoke tightness, if equipped, which this bike is, and you should have your spoke tightened or check for tightness at 1,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 20,000 miles, 35,000 miles, and 50,000 miles. That's the only place it's mentioned. It's interesting that it's not mentioned in the index, and they don't tell you anything in the owner's manual on how to check this yourself. But based on what I've learned in my experience here, this is something that we need to learn how to do. Or this is a maintenance check that we need to do, and it's something you should probably do as part of your pre-trip inspections whenever you do those, because it's very easy to check. As you saw me do, all you need is a wrench and you tap on the spokes and listen for something that's dead. If it has a dead sound, you may be able to just twist and turn it, and that means that you have a problem. So in the Harley Davidson service manual for this motorcycle, on page 2-15 are the instructions for how to test the spokes, and it's exactly what I showed you. Just tap on each one of the spokes and listen for a tone. It doesn't say what the tone should sound like, but the service manual states that you should raise the wheel, which I've done. Step 2, starting at the valve stem, inspect for loose or damaged spokes. Step 3, lightly tap each spoke with a screwdriver. And the frequency of the sound is a function of spoke tension. If spokes of the same length sound different, this is an indication that the spoke tension is not correct. A high tone indicates correct spoke tension. A low tone indicates the incorrect spoke tension. Step number 4, continue around the wheel, marking loose or damaged spokes. Step number 5, correct the spoke tension. So there's instructions on that, which I'm not going to cover in this video. And then if you find multiple consecutive loose spokes, set them to proper tension and check the lateral and radial runout. I have no idea what that means. If more than 4 consecutive loose or damaged spokes are found, you should replace the wheel. Now that was the part that really got my attention, because I had no idea that that's something that I should be doing. You know, this is the first bike that I've had that has had spoke wheels, and honestly, I think everybody who has one of these bikes, whether you're a mechanic or not, I am not a mechanic, but this needs to be something that we do as part of our pre-trip inspections. So let me show you the issue that I found inspecting my bike. All right, so hopefully this is coming through in the video, but right here on the rim, there is a clear indentation where something has bent the rim. Let's see if I can get you a better view. Yeah, you can definitely see it there. Or can you? It's right here. You can definitely see how the wheel is bent out. So I must have hit something which caused a dent in the rim. The bend in the rim obviously impacted the spoke, and it's probably impacting several of these spokes around here because they all sound a little bit funny. Now, something that's interesting about these spoke wheels that's different from traditional spoke wheels is that the spokes are actually on the outside of the rim. So damage like this will cause an issue with your spokes, and it's something that we need to be aware of, even if we're not going to take the time to learn how to adjust the spokes This is something that you should do on your front and your back wheel if you have these stock wheels on your CVO. So basically we'll start at the valve stem, which is here, and we're just going to go around. And tap each one of the spokes. And there's our damaged spoke, as you can see, but you can see the rim damage here. But this is an indication that I have a problem. And again, because of the way these wheels are designed, with the spokes being on the outside, this rim bending out, I think it just moved this part of the rim enough to shorten the spoke, or at least make it loose, and so that it twists around like that. And it looks like it should have also impacted this spoke, and maybe even the one on the opposite side. I want to give a shout out to all of my channel members. I have memberships now, and if you want to support the channel, you can become a member. It's about $5 a month, which is basically a cup of coffee nowadays. So if my channel's helping you out and helping you save some money and learning how to maintain your bike, I would appreciate you becoming a member. And I want to give a shout out to my current channel members for their support. Also want to give a shout out to my channel sponsors. We have Wings Customs, who will make a set of custom handlebars, which I'm going to be installing on this bike, and Volunteer Audio, who will supply a phenomenal sound system for your Harley that you're going to fall in love with. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out.